Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. So today is January 31st, 2024, and we will be looking at Proverbs chapter 31. Oh, excuse me. Proverbs chapter 31 is one of those chapters that spends the majority of its time talking about one of two things. First is talking about not getting intoxicated. It's not good. It's not useful. And I'll be honest, when I was much younger, I didn't pay attention to any of that at all. The reason that I attend recovery meetings, or one of the reasons I attend recovery meetings on a regular basis, is because I didn't take that direction. Because there's a part in there that says, let people that are struggling go ahead and drink that so they can forget. And so I took that one verse out of it and said, well, it's okay. It's not okay. The whole point behind it was that that's the last resort when nothing else is possible. But that's not who you are. That's what God was saying in that. But the other section, from verse 10 all the way through the end of the chapter, verse 31, talks about what in many Bibles is captioned or entitled the capable wife, or the good wife, or the praiseworthy wife, or something to that effect. And when I go into that section and I talk about it, almost always I talk about the fact that in that section, it also talks about the fact that that wife is able to be that wife because the husband is who he is. You see, if you spend the time in there, multiple places, it talks about the husband's role in making the wife successful. He praises her, he loves her, he empowers her, he gives her the ability. He speaks good of her in public so that she knows that he loves her, right? All of these things are in there. Now, I almost always leave out the other side of that equation, and it's partly because, well, I don't want to beat my wife up and say, you've got to do things. But on the other side of it, it's there, and it's important. A husband has a purpose and a process in this, and a wife cannot live up to the Proverbs 31 wife if the husband isn't doing his job. But if husband is doing his job, he's faithful to her, he is confident in her, he promotes her, he encourages her, he publicly expresses his love for her, she has a responsibility. And there's a lot of things that she does in this. And I'm not saying that every wife needs to go out and create a business and be a businesswoman. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying what this woman is portrayed in this is a woman who makes sure that communication is there. A woman who makes sure that they are active and busy and involved in day-to-day life, making sure that every household need is taken care of with the things that she can do. Communicating with the husband where she needs help with those things. Raising up the children to do the work alongside of her. It talks about the fact that she makes sure that they're not cold. They make sure that they have plenty of the lamps are filled with oil. It's not her job to go buy the oil. It's making sure the lamps are filled with oil, right? But she's not lazy either, in the fact that if there was a need for finances, she'd be helping in that. Those are the things that are listed there. When it comes down to it, all those things are just tasks, right? What it really comes down to is a husband who is worthy of a good wife will have a good wife. And in the beginning of this conversation, verse 10 through 12, it says, who can find a capable wife? She is far more precious than jewels. A heart of her husband trusts in her, and he will not lack anything good. See, that's just one spot where he has a responsibility in it. and she rewards him with good, not evil, all the days of her life. So when it comes down to it, we need to remember we all have a responsibility when it comes to the Proverbs 31 relationship. Proverbs 31 ends with this, talking about our responsibility, my responsibility towards my wife, but a wife needs to be receiving these things as well to be that Proverbs 31 wife. And it ends with verse 28 through 31. Her sons rise up and call her blessed. Her husband also praises her, saying, many women are capable, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive, and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord will be praised. Give her reward of her labor, and let her works praise her at the city gates. Guys, Proverbs 31 is one of those chapters that if you're not married, guys and gals, if you're not married, is a struggle for you. And I get it. Not everything pertains to you, but I will tell you this. If you're not looking at Proverbs 31 and taking a look at what your role would be in a relationship like that, you probably won't be in a relationship like that. And so it's important to remember that. Just want to say good morning to everybody I've seen on here. Rhonda, Victor, Sandy, Roger, all of you that have joined me this morning. I appreciate you all. Know this. I love you all. It's the reason I do this every day. And I wish you the best. God bless and have a great day.